I'm Hanna. I am half Swedish, half US American, currently living in Barcelona. And I was looking for a job, a communications job in the social impact space. Fully remote, social impact oriented jobs is a really niche area. And I was applying on and off for jobs for about a year without much luck, and also really overwhelmed with the kind of jobs that I was finding or applying to. And I would apply in kind of waves to any and every job that I thought was possible, even if it didn't really interest me. So I got kind of burnt out and overwhelmed with the whole process, and felt like I needed a little bit more guidance and support. Hundreds, 100, I don't know, because I would apply in waves and like several a day for weeks. But of the 100 or so that I applied to, I was interested in a very finite number of those. One, I didn't have a focused enough full profile for employers to look at and be drawn in by. So I think that I wasn't really showing who I was and what I wanted very clearly. I was probably trying to attract too many people, too many companies, or too many organizations from too many different areas. I don't think I had thought about how I was presenting myself during interviews either, or thought about how my LinkedIn or online portfolio were presenting myself. Like, the idea that those things were necessary was definitely circulating in my brain, but like I didn't really have an idea of how much those kind of the process of really honing in on who you are and what you want on those can make a big difference to interviews. And probably I was just applying to a lot of different organizations that I didn't really care a lot about, and that I think probably comes through in applications. The Remote Rebellion Job Academy one really pushed me to orient myself and define really what I wanted and how I was going to get there. It gave me the push I needed to really like find new energy again and dedicate that to job search. It held me accountable in a way that ensured that I wasn't applying to jobs that didn't interest me, and then it really helped me define how I was going to tell my story to companies or organizations, and how they were going to look at me and what they were going to see, in a way that I think made my applications much more effective. Remote Rebellion really helped me focus not only with what exactly I wanted, but also create a kind of profile that I think not only directed me towards the type of jobs that I wanted and prevented me from applying to jobs that I absolutely didn't want or would have been miserable in, but also I think created a really clear picture to potential employees of the person that they were looking at hiring, instead of kind of a generic all-arounder that was maybe meh for them. I also, during the interview process, felt a lot more focused in how I was telling my story and presenting myself in my narrative, which is not somewhere I think I would have gotten without Remote Rebellion. And it just kind of held me accountable to the whole process of like really finding what I wanted and expressing that. I was just scared that at this point nothing was going to work. I didn't know how much like revamped process was really going to help, because I've applied to jobs in the past and it hasn't been an issue. I was a little bit apprehensive that I was going to invest a lot of time and effort, more than the money, but also there's money involved, of course, too, and risking it on like a personal process that could fail. And then I would maybe feel really dejected because things were after all unattainable. All of those worries, I worry a lot about a lot of different things that I don't need to worry about. And yeah, so mostly it was the step into the unknown, and knowing that I was risking like a lot of like real work on something that I didn't know if it was going to pan out or not, for sure. Within, I would say, 3 weeks of my first rounds of applications after starting with Remote Rebellion, I'd gotten 3 different interviews, and of those, I received a job offer from after the first interview process. Yeah, and so it was a quick hiring process, which was nice, because long hiring processes are shit. Yeah. But yeah, that was actually one of 3 interviews I had that week, and so they do really cool work, and I really like the people that hired me, and yeah, I'm excited about it. Yes, I do. But you have to really put as much effort into it as it's giving you. I think that would be what I would say. If you really dedicate yourself to it honestly and do the work, because it's not something that will do all the work for you, then I think that yes. So if you're ready to take the leap and to do that work on yourself and on your job application process, then I would definitely say that yes, it's worth it. This job offer is something that I really, really believe in deeply. And that also gives me the benefits that I need in terms of, spending vacation time with family or sick time and etc. So yeah, hopefully it will be yet to be determined, but hopefully it's going to mean a huge change to my life.